The woman noticed 10 specific changes happening in her life over 3 months. Didn't understand what they meant. Thought she was imagining patterns. 6 months later, an unexpected promotion with a 40% raise, a side business she'd barely started, exploded, and she inherited property from a distant relative she barely knew existed. Total financial transformation. $180,000 in 6 months. Looking back at her journal, every single sign was there. She just didn't recognize what they meant. Meanwhile, her best friend experienced the same signs during the same period. Ignored them. Stayed in a scarcity mindset. Dismissed the patterns as a coincidence. Her financial situation didn't change at all. Same signs appearing, different awareness, completely different outcomes. Because wealth doesn't arrive randomly, it follows patterns. The universe sends specific signals before a breakthrough happens. Most people miss every single one. I'm breaking down the 10 unmistakable signs that wealth is aligning in your life right now. The exact patterns law of attraction practitioners recognize as money manifesting. Stick to the end because sign 10 reveals when the breakthrough is imminent. Hit subscribe and comment "I see it" if you're experiencing these signs right now. Or drop manifesting if you're ready. Now let me show you the first sign that your financial frequency is shifting. Sign 1. You stop complaining about money and start planning with it. The first sign is so subtle that most people miss it completely. Your language around money shifts. You stop complaining about the lack and start strategizing about the possibility. This isn't just positive thinking, it's your vibration rising to match the frequency of wealth. Here's what used to happen. I can't afford this. Bills are killing me. I'll never get ahead. Victim language, scarcity mentality. Every conversation about money was a complaint about not having enough. That frequency? It attracts more lack. The law of attraction responds to what you focus on. Focus on lack, receive more lack. Simple as that. Then something shifts. You catch yourself mid-complaint and stop. Instead of "I can't afford this," you hear yourself asking, "How could I afford this?" Instead of "These bills are impossible," you're thinking, "What income streams could I create?" The language flips from victim to creator, from helpless to strategic. And here's what's wild. Nothing changed in your bank account yet. Same bills, same income. But your brain started asking different questions. How can I? Activates your problem-solving mind. It sends your reticular activating system searching for solutions. Suddenly, you're noticing opportunities you scrolled past for years because your brain is now programmed to find answers instead of confirming complaints. The woman caught herself about to complain about the rent. Stopped mid-sentence. Asked instead, "How could I reduce housing costs or increase income to cover this easily?" A week later, a friend casually mentioned house hacking. In complaint mode, she would have ignored it, too busy focusing on the problem. In question mode, she noticed the solution. Moved in, cut housing costs by $1,100 monthly. Her vibration shifted from "I can't afford rent" to "How can I optimize housing?" The universe responded with an answer. This is the first sign because it's foundational. Your words create your reality. Complaints broadcast scarcity frequency. Questions broadcast possibility frequency. When you notice your language shifting, when complaints naturally transform into strategic questions, your alignment with wealth has begun. This isn't forcing positivity. This is a genuine shift in how your brain processes money. That shift? It's sign number 1 that wealth is on its way. Do you see anything unusual? The answer is right here, because language shifting shows internal change. But this next sign reveals the universe is actively preparing you for what's coming. Sign 2. You're suddenly interested in financial education. Here's sign 2, and it's going to sound weird until you understand what's actually happening. You suddenly can't stop consuming financial content. Videos about investing, books about wealth building, podcasts about money, articles about passive income, and you can't really explain why. You're just drawn to learn about money in a way you never were before. Most people dismiss this as a random interest. It's not. In law of attraction terms, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Your sudden curiosity about financial education? That's the universe preparing you for money before the money arrives. You can't attract what you're not prepared to handle. The interest comes first. The knowledge comes second. The wealth comes third. Think about it practically. If $10,000 appeared in your account tomorrow and you had zero financial education, what would you do with it? Probably spend it or let it sit doing nothing. But if you'd spent the last 2 months learning about index funds, high-yield savings, and strategic investing, you'd deploy that money intelligently. The universe sent the education first to prepare you for the money that's coming. This is why you're watching this video right now. Not a coincidence. Your frequency is rising. You're being prepared. 3 months ago, you might have scrolled past financial content. Today, you can't get enough. That shift in interest? That's alignment beginning. Guy never cared about investing for 15 years. Suddenly, at 38, couldn't stop watching investment content. Read 5 books in 2 months. Friends thought he was going through something. 6 months later, he inherited $80,000 from an uncle he barely knew. Because he'd spent 6 months learning, he invested it intelligently in diversified index funds. 3 years later, $140,000. His random interest wasn't random. The universe prepared him 6 months before the money arrived, so he'd be ready to steward it properly. Your sudden interest in financial education, the fact that you're here right now, isn't an accident, it's preparation. Wealth is approaching. You're being equipped with knowledge first. This is sign 2. Don't dismiss it. Lean into it. Absorb everything. The education phase precedes the wealth phase. Always. Wait, there's something you need to pay attention to. Because learning shows preparation, but this next sign reveals something even deeper is shifting in your consciousness. Sign 3. You feel calm about money, even though nothing changed yet. The third sign is the one that makes zero logical sense, but is actually the most powerful indicator. You feel inexplicably calm about money. Your bank account looks the same, bills are the same, income hasn't changed, but somehow the constant anxiety about money just disappeared, and you can't really explain why. Used to be, every time you checked your account, mini heart attack. Stress about upcoming bills, panic about unexpected expenses. That low-level financial anxiety is humming in the background of everything. Then one day you notice it's gone. You're looking at the same numbers that used to trigger stress, and you just feel peaceful. Weirdly certain that things will work out, even though logically, nothing supports that certainty. Law of attraction explanation. Peace is a high vibration. Anxiety is low vibration. Wealth flows toward relaxed, open energy. Desperation and panic actually repel money because that clenched, fearful energy creates resistance. When you suddenly feel calm despite circumstances, it means you've shifted into receiving mode. Your higher self knows what's coming, even if your logical mind doesn't. Psychological explanation. Your subconscious has detected pattern changes your conscious mind hasn't registered yet. Or you've internally decided to trust the process, which reduces cortisol and activates the prefrontal cortex that makes better financial decisions. Calm people make smarter money moves than panicked people. The calm itself becomes self-fulfilling. The woman had $800 in her account. Rent was $2,400, due in 2 weeks. Normally would have been in full panic mode. Instead felt this strange calm. It'll work out somehow. A friend thought she was in denial. A week later, the old client paid an invoice she'd completely forgotten about, $3,200. The day after that, I got offered a freelance project worth $1,800. The calm preceded the money. Her peace wasn't denial. It was her energy aligning with the solution that was already on its way. This unexplained calm during financial uncertainty, it's not foolishness. It's not toxic positivity ignoring reality. It's your intuition telling you that energetically, it's already handled. You're in the flow. The universe has it covered. When anxiety dissolves before circumstances change, that's sign 3. Trust it. That peace is coming from somewhere real. It sounds simple, but the hardest part is what's about to be told next. Because internal peace is powerful. But this next sign is when the universe starts showing you physical evidence. Sign 4. Small amounts of money start appearing. The fourth sign is easy to dismiss but critically important. Small amounts of money start appearing out of nowhere. You find $5 on the sidewalk, $20 in an old jacket pocket you forgot about. A friend pays back $40 you didn't even remember lending. Random refunds, rebates, and cashback you weren't expecting. Individually, these seem insignificant, but they're happening frequently. That's the sign. Here's what most people miss. This is the universe's test. How you respond to little money determines whether you get large money. Grateful for $5? You're vibrationally ready for 5,000. Dismissive of small amounts? You're telling the universe, money this size doesn't matter to me. Universe hears that and stops sending opportunities at that level, and definitely doesn't escalate to larger amounts. Law of attraction principle. There's no difference between $5 and $5,000 energetically. Money is money. If you can't honor and celebrate 5, you're not ready for 5,000. The gratitude test must be passed before the big breakthrough comes. Every small amount is the universe checking your frequency. The trap. It's only $5, whatever. That whatever? That's the block. $20? That's nothing. That nothing? That's resistance. The universe is testing whether you appreciate flow at any level. Pass the test by celebrating everything. Thank you, universe. Money comes to me easily. Do that with $5 and watch what happens. Guy tracked this pattern. Found $10 on the sidewalk. Friend paid back $25. Got an $18 tax refund. Random $15 cash back. All in the same week. Normally would have been ignored as meaningless. This time celebrated each one like it was 100. Money flows to me. I'm open to receiving. Kept finding and receiving small amounts for 2 months. Totaled $340. Month 3, I got a completely unexpected $8,500 bonus at work. The little money was a preview. The universe was testing his gratitude. He passed enthusiastically. Big money followed immediately. Track every unexpected dollar that shows up. 5 here, 15 there, 30 somewhere else. Notice the pattern. If little money is finding you frequently, you're in the flow. The universe is testing you. Celebrate everything. Treat $5 like 5,000 energetically. Pass the test. Larger amounts are coming. All of the above will be meaningless if you miss this last detail, because little money tests your gratitude, but this next sign reveals you're releasing the jealousy that blocks abundance. Sign 5. You stop being jealous of others' wealth. The 5th sign reveals a massive internal shift. You used to feel that twinge of jealousy when you saw someone else succeeding financially. New car? Must be nice. Bought a house? Wish I could afford that. Promoted? Lucky them. That envy was constant. Now it's gone. You see someone's success and genuinely feel happy for them. Not forced happiness, real joy. This shift is huge. Here's why jealousy destroys your wealth manifestation. Jealousy is a scarcity belief in action. When you resent someone else's money, you're unconsciously saying, their gain is my loss, and there's not enough to go around. Universe responds to that frequency by confirming your belief, keeps you in scarcity. You can't attract what you resent. If you think wealth is unfair or wrong when others have it, the universe won't give it to you because you've labeled it as bad. The shift happens when you realize their success doesn't diminish your potential. Infinite abundance available. Their million doesn't reduce your million. Actually, their success is proof that it's possible. They're showing you what's available. When you celebrate instead of resent, you're telling the universe, yes, I want that too, and I believe it's possible for me. A woman used to hate scroll through successful people's social media. Must be nice to have money handed to you. Bitter constantly. Then something shifted. Saw someone post about buying their dream house, and instead of resentment, I felt genuine happiness. Good for them. A week later, someone else's promotion announcement. Felt inspired, not jealous. A month after that, her income jumped 40% from an unexpected client who found her through a referral. The jealousy had been blocking her for years. When it lifted, money flowed. Notice when jealousy disappears. Used to scroll Instagram with envy? Now scroll with inspiration. Used to resent wealthy neighbors, now happy they're doing well. This isn't about suppressing jealousy, that doesn't work. This is a genuine shift. When it happens naturally, you've cleared a major block. Sign 5 says, you're no longer in competition with others' abundance. You're in alignment with your own. Their wealth doesn't threaten you. It proves what's possible. Don't jump to conclusions, because what comes next can change your perspective completely. Releasing jealousy shows you're ready to see abundance in others, but this next sign reveals you finally believe you deserve it yourself. Sign 6. You're comfortable spending money on yourself. The sixth sign catches people off guard. You're suddenly comfortable investing money in yourself without crushing guilt. Used to agonize over a $20 book. Is this really necessary? Felt selfish buying anything not strictly essential. A course that could help you? Too expensive. Quality item for yourself? I don't need it. Everything for others, nothing for you. Now, guilt disappeared. You buy the book. Invest in the course. Purchase quality without inner prosecution. This shift is critical. Law of attraction principle. Can't receive what you reject. Every time you refuse to spend on yourself, you're broadcasting, I don't deserve good things. Universe hears that loud and clear. Why would it send you wealth if you've decided you're unworthy of it? Guilt about self-investment is a self-worth issue. When guilt disappears, your worthiness rises. That's the sign. The shift looks like this. Used to feel guilty buying a $100 course that could increase income. That's so much money for me. Now you think investing in myself is how I grow, and buy it without drama. Used to justify every personal purchase to an imaginary judge. Now you just buy what serves you, not recklessly, intentionally. The guilt is gone because your self-worth rose. Man never spent on himself for years. Everything went to the family. Felt incredibly selfish, even considering a $100 course. Guilt was paralyzing. Then he had thought, if I don't believe I'm worth a $100 investment, how can the universe give me a $100,000 opportunity? Bought the course. Guilt disappeared instantly, felt worthy for the first time. A month later, a $12,000 consulting opportunity appeared out of nowhere. His rising self-worth made him magnetic. When you're comfortable investing in yourself, books, courses, quality items, self-care experiences, you're signaling worthiness. I deserve good things is the frequency. Universe matches that frequency with abundance. The guilt disappearing isn't you becoming selfish. It's you finally believing you're worthy of receiving. Notice this shift. Used to torture yourself over small personal purchases? Now buy them peacefully? That's sign 6. You're ready to receive wealth because you finally believe you deserve it. Can't attract what you feel unworthy of. Guilt gone means worthiness arrived. Wealth follows worthiness. Wait, there's something you need to pay attention to. Because these internal shifts are powerful, but now the universe starts communicating externally through signs you can actually see. Sign 7. You keep seeing repeating numbers. 111, 444, 888. The seventh sign is the one skeptics dismiss immediately, but people experiencing it can't ignore. You keep seeing repeating numbers everywhere. 1111 on the clock constantly. 444 on license plates. 888 on receipts. 777, 222, 555 showing up so frequently it feels impossible to be a coincidence. You're either going crazy or the universe is trying to tell you something. Law of attraction perspective. These are angel numbers. Divine communication. Universe confirming you're on the right path. Each number has meaning. 111 means new beginnings and manifestation starting. 444 means foundation being built and angels supporting you. 888 is the big one for financial abundance approaching. When you see these repeatedly, you're receiving confirmation that alignment is happening. Skeptical perspective. It's the reticular activating system and confirmation bias. Once you notice a pattern, your brain seeks it everywhere. You've always seen these numbers, but now you're aware, so you notice them. Fair point. But here's what matters. Whether it's angels or psychology, the pattern indicates something. You're in a heightened awareness state. Heightened awareness equals higher consciousness. Higher consciousness equals higher vibration. higher vibration equals wealth frequency. So whether the numbers are real messages or just your brain's pattern recognition, they indicate you're in receiving mode. The woman started seeing 888 everywhere for 3 weeks straight. Digital clock glitched to show 888. Receipt total, $88.88. License plate in front of her, 888. Address she randomly passed, 888 Main Street. She normally would have dismissed this time took it as a sign. Abundance is coming. Didn't obsess, just acknowledged. A week later, an unexpected $8,800 freelance contract appeared. Coincidence? Maybe. But the pattern prepared her mentally to receive. When you see repeating numbers, pause. Thank you for the sign. Reaffirm your intention. Wealth is flowing to me. The acknowledgement, whether you're thanking angels or just affirming your own awareness, strengthens the alignment. Don't overthink it. Just notice. Sign 7 says, you're aware. You're noticing patterns. That awareness itself is the wealth frequency. Whether divine or psychological, you're tuned in. It sounds simple, but the hardest part is what's about to be told next. Because numbers are subtle universe communication, but this next sign is physical doors opening right in front of you. Sign 8. Unexpected opportunities keep presenting themselves. The 8th sign is when things get undeniably real. Opportunities start appearing that you didn't seek out. Random job offers, business ideas coming from nowhere, people reaching out about collaborations, investment opportunities surfacing. Someone introduces you to exactly the person you need to meet. Doors opening, you didn't knock. And it's not one thing, it's multiple opportunities in a short period. This is the law of attraction in visible action. When your vibration shifts, you become magnetic to opportunity. You're not chasing or forcing. Opportunities find you because your energy has changed. You're radiating readiness. People unconsciously sense your frequency shift. Opportunities that were always in the quantum field suddenly materialize in physical reality because you're finally matched to them vibrationally. The pattern looks like this. You used to send hundreds of resumes, get nothing. Now, not looking at all, 3 people contact you about opportunities. Used to pitch clients desperately, got rejected. Now focused on gratitude and alignment, clients start finding you. The shift from pushing to allowing, from desperation to magnetism. When you're aligned, you attract instead of chasing. Guy hadn't actively looked for new opportunities, was just focused on raising his vibration, gratitude, learning, releasing resistance. Suddenly, in 3 weeks, an old colleague called about a consulting gig. A friend mentioned a business partnership possibility. A recruiter reached out about a job he'd be perfect for. Landlord offered him an investment property opportunity. 4 significant opportunities, 0 seeking. He was confused until he realized his frequency had changed. Opportunities were responding to his new energy. Took the consulting offer. Made $40,000 first 6 months from the opportunity that I found. This is the sign that proves alignment is real. When multiple unexpected doors open in a short time, you're not lucky, you're magnetic. Your internal shifts from signs 1 through 7 created external magnetism. The universe is responding. Wealth is manifesting through opportunities. Here's your move. Don't dismiss or overthink them. Opportunity appears. At a minimum, explore it. Don't need to take every single one, but notice the pattern. Multiple doors opening equals your inflow. This is confirmation. Stay open. Stay receptive. One of these opportunities is your wealth breakthrough. All of the above will be meaningless if you miss this last detail, because opportunities appearing externally are powerful, but these final 2 signs reveal the ultimate alignment is complete and a breakthrough is imminent. Sign 9. You're taking inspired action, not desperate action. The 9th sign reveals that the quality of your action has completely transformed. You used to operate from frantic, desperate energy, hustling non-stop, forcing everything. I have to make this work or I'm screwed. Exhausting yourself. Now, your actions feel different. Calm, clear, inspired. You get an idea and it feels right, so you move on it. Not from fear, from guidance. This shift changes everything. The law of attraction distinguishes between 2 types of action: Desperate action, low vibration, fear-based, forced, pushing against the current. Usually fails because the energy is wrong. Repels what you want. Inspired action, high vibration, guidance-based, flowing, moving with the current. Usually succeeds because the energy is aligned. Attracts what you want. Same action, completely different energy behind it, completely different results. Here's how you know the difference. Desperate action feels heavy, anxious. I must do this or else. You're exhausted after. Even if you get a result, it's draining. Inspired action feels light, exciting. I'm guided to do this, you're energized after. Results come easily. You're working with the universe, not fighting it. The woman used to cold call potential clients frantically. Desperation was obvious in her voice. Hit rejection after rejection. Switched to alignment first, gratitude, meditation, raising vibration. Then got clear inspiration. Call this specific person. Felt calm, guided. Made one call from an inspired place. Led to a $25,000 contract. One inspired action produced more than 100 desperate actions. The quality of energy behind the action mattered more than the quantity of effort. When you notice your actions feel guided instead of forced, you're in flow. Ideas come and feel right. You move on them calmly. Results appear naturally. You're not exhausting yourself hustling. You're strategically acting from an inspired place. This is sign 9. The shift from desperate grinding to inspired execution. The universe guides those who are aligned. When you're taking inspired action, you're being guided. Wealth flows through guidance. Test your actions. Before doing anything, check your energy. Feels desperate, fearful, forced? Wait, realign first. Feels calm, inspired, right? Move forward. Inspired action is your GPS to wealth. Desperate action is spinning wheels in mud. One works, other doesn't. Don't jump to conclusions because what comes next can change your perspective completely. Inspired action is powerful, but this final sign reveals everything is about to shift dramatically and suddenly. Sign 10. Old obstacles suddenly resolve or disappear. The final sign is the most dramatic and the clearest indicator that a breakthrough is imminent. Problems that have blocked you for months or years suddenly resolve themselves. Effortlessly. That debt you've been struggling with suddenly gets forgiven or paid off through unexpected means. Toxic job that drained you, layoff comes through, or you get offered something better. Difficult situation you've been stuck in just dissolves without you forcing anything, path clearing itself. Law of attraction principle. The universe clears the path before delivering the blessing. Old energy must exit before new can enter. When your vibration rises to a new level, old situations that match the old vibration can't stay. They fall away naturally. The sudden resolution of multiple old problems isn't a coincidence, it's preparation. The universe is making room for what's coming. When blocks dissolve rapidly, manifestation is right behind them. Why this happens now? Your frequency rose. Old problems were vibrational matches to the old you. New frequency can't sustain old problems. They have to resolve. Plus, what's coming is big enough that you need a clear path. The universe is removing obstacles so the breakthrough has space to land. Trust this process. What's leaving is making room for better. A man stuck in an underpaying job for 6 years suddenly got laid off. Seemed like a disaster, was actually a blessing. Same week, old debt mysteriously forgiven through a program he didn't know existed. The same week, the toxic roommate moved out unexpectedly early. 3 major obstacles were cleared in 3 weeks. He felt like the universe was clearing the deck. Didn't understand why. A month later, with an $85,000 job offer, I moved to a better apartment, and financial stress was completely gone. The obstacles had to be cleared to make room for the upgrade. They cleared because the upgrade was ready to arrive. This is sign 10, the final sign before a breakthrough. When old obstacles start dissolving without you forcing them, something bigger is about to enter. Don't resist the clearing. Don't cling to familiar problems out of fear. Let them go. Trust what's leaving. Trust what's coming. If you're experiencing this, old problems suddenly resolving, path clearing, obstacles disappearing, get ready. A major shift is happening. Wealth isn't just coming, it's about to land. Universe cleared the runway. Breakthrough is on the approach. Now let me show you what all 10 signs together actually mean and what to do when you recognize them in your life. Look, here's everything. 10 signs wealth is coming. Stop complaining, start planning. Language shifts from victim to creator, frequency rising. Suddenly interested in financial education. The universe is preparing you. Knowledge before money. Feel inexplicably calm about money. Peace precedes prosperity. You're in receiving mode. Small money appearing frequently. Universe testing gratitude. Pass the test. Bigger money comes. Jealousy of others' wealth disappears. Celebrating success, not resenting it. Alignment complete. Comfortable spending on yourself. Guilt gone. Self-worth rising. Worthy of receiving. Seeing repeating numbers everywhere. Heightened awareness. The universe communicating. You're tuned in. Unexpected opportunities presenting themselves. Magnetic, not chasing. Doors opening you didn't knock on. Taking inspired action, not desperate action. Guided, not forced, moving with flow. Old obstacles are suddenly resolving. Universe clearing path, breakthrough imminent. This week, monitor your language. Celebrate small money. When you see repeating numbers, pause and say thank you. Explore opportunities that appear. Take only inspired action. Let old obstacles dissolve. Comment I see it with which signs you're experiencing. Sign 10 if obstacles are cleared. All of them if you're experiencing everything. Share your manifestation story. What next? Comment 1. Accelerate manifestation techniques. 2. What to do when signs appear. 3. Clear remaining blocks. 4. Maintain high vibration daily. Wealth doesn't arrive randomly, follows patterns, sends signals. These 10 signs are the universe saying, get ready, not maybe, now. You're aligning, path clearing, opportunities appearing. Whether law of attraction or psychology of focus, it doesn't matter. Something's shifting, breakthrough coming. Recognize signs, trust process. Wealth is yours.